The time is just gone 9:38 a.m. as we continue with the broadcast this month, or this month of August, which is Women's Month in South Africa. And we're sticking with our theme this morning, women in the media. And this is where Salam Media is showcasing and highlighting the role of women in the media. And this morning, we are talking with Palestinian and Gaza-based journalists and activists in this Women's Month 2023. We've got our sister Sejood Shneewra with us this morning. Sister Sejood, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Welcome and Jazakallah khairan so much for joining us this morning and in staying with our theme, Women in the Media. It is Women's Month that is being celebrated in South Africa, but also at the same time to recognize, to acknowledge people like yourselves, both as an activist and a journalist. Now, this is very, very important. And, if you could just take us through, obviously, you are a journalist based in Gaza. I'm sure that there are many, many challenges considering what journalists actually go through in Palestine, and particularly female journalists, Sister Sajud.
Yes. Firstly, let me thank you for having me today. It really means a lot for me. Now, you know that the work for women, like whatever it is, and in whatever, like in whatever field, it is something like like women face obstacles in any field just because the idea that or the stereotype about women that they cannot work, they cannot succeed. So to work in media is like specifically this field is something really I regard it something like a big accomplishment for women, especially the stereotype that they just like the place that they can succeed in is the house and to be to marry and to take care of her husband and her house. So this is was like the stereotype prevailed in the world. So to talk about like Muslim women in Palestine, actually, women in Palestine have a great role in the media, despite the societal expectations, despite these challenges. Like some challenges are like, as I said, the stereotype in her community, and sometimes because we are like in Palestine under occupation, so we it is this occupation is form an obstacle because the example of Shirin Abu Akleh. This is the first like a clear example of how the media or like working in media for women is something really obstacle and something really hard to go in. But actually, women could succeed in it and change the stereotype about them, and they make their voices heard by the world and by her community. Like let's talk about Palestine, like through media, Palestinian women succeeded at shedding light in their lives, on their realities, and like on social issues, like something related to gender and regarding the work, regarding the wages and her work, and some of these issues. But despite these challenges, they like defied these expectations and challenges when they like many appeared to their communities as writers, as filmmakers, as journalists, and so actually they have a great role, and we can say that through this work, many women, many strong and powerful women, gave voice to the marginalized and women, and like inspired them. We know many women who inspired us, especially in media. Like we can say in Palestine about Shirin Abu Akleh, she inspired all the journalists here to stay strong and to say the truth and not to fear. So by giving voice to these strong women, this like make our community much better because they have, as I said, a great role. But we can say that working in media has like is we can say that a sword like two-edged sword because it like forms a huge burden on her, especially if she's a married. She will that will put her under pressure. She will like make a balance between her house and her work, and as I said, the occupation. So, but like it is something really great for women to work and to prove herself and to say that I'm here and I can do something, and I'm equal to men, and I can even being engaged in this field.
Yes. Now, Sister Sajud, let's just take a step back and looking at you personally, your interest in the media, in terms of what was your what was your vision, what was your dreams about being in the media, and more importantly, your expectations to make an impact by being in a media space, particularly in Palestine, particularly under occupation, particularly being in a place like Gaza, where we know that. Even for journalists, you mentioned Shirin Abu Akli, and it's a very, very difficult situation for journalists to be operating under all these conditions.
Yes. Actually, as a journalist in Gaza, my expectation that this will help us to liberate our land, to not to make anybody mock us, and to prove that the woman can do something and great some things, not just to as the stereotype about her. And we are under occupation, so this is our, we can say that is our duty. So we expect a lot, that this is like the first step to liberate our land, because by like powerful voices, by saying the truth, all the people will know the truth, and the mainstream media will in one day it will not work, because of the powerful people who we can say powerful women who started to engage in this field and to say the truth and to be strong and not to make anybody's underestimate her skills and her ability to be engaged in this field. I mean,
Yes, and also, when we see what you are against very, very powerful media right across the world that is pushing a narrative, and the Israeli narrative, the Zionist narrative that is being pushed and coming up against all these big media players. It's important. It's very, very important for people like yourself to be the ears and the eyes on the ground. What is happening to relay to the world, to tell the world what is the truth and what is the real situation, especially like yourself being in Gaza, which is basically cut off from the rest of the world at times.
um, sorry, but I just didn't understand the point you want.
The point I'm making is how important is it for people like yourselves when there is the whole world is being fed a narrative by big media players like CNNs and the BBCs, and they all push a certain agenda. They push the Israeli agenda, but to tell the truth. And how important is it for you, especially based in Palestine and in Gaza?
Yeah, it's really important actually, because nothing comes easily. We have to work hard. We have to sacrifice, and when all the communities, especially in Palestine, open the doors for women to speak and to be engaged in media, and not to underestimate her and not to regard her as just a person in the community without making any changes. This will make our life better, because when all the women together work hard and engage in media and stay one word and strong word, this will make a better change actually. And it is really important because, as I said, we are under occupation, so every person here is have to I mean, it is this is our duty. So every person in Palestine must talk about the issue of Palestine, about the sacred issue that he wants to fight for and struggle for. So it is important for us to not just men to be engaged in media, but women, because when all of us are working in one field, something strong field like media, this will make a better change, and it will because the unity is important to achieve whatever you want. So when women and men work hard and work together and not to underestimate them, this, I guess, this will work much better if like if she is not working and there is a stereotype about her.
Yes, and just finally, looking at yourself, the person, you are in the media space. What ambitions do you have, Sister Sajud?
Yes, I really want to the all communities to accept that women can work and can make a change, and it is not like prohibition to engage in media, and our religion did not to prevent this. So why the persons, why people must do this? So I want them to open the door to encourage women and more to engage in this media field. I mean, and work in media, and to like to be strong, to be like to be powerful, to speak and not to fear of anything, to encourage her, and that's it actually, just to encourage her, because she's being underestimated by her community sometimes, despite
Well,
that we
obviously,
can work free, like despite the fact that we work freely, but there's some expectations of the community that we cannot work here, we will not succeed.
well, obviously, I can see it. You've got the inspiration, you've got the motivation to obviously go even further now that you are in the media space. And, we at Salam Media thought it was very important to showcase people like yourself when we talk about women in media, and also at the same time, under the adverse conditions of occupation within which you operate. So we salute. People like yourselves, and this is the reason why we have hosted you on Women's Month in South Africa and featuring yourself and your role in the media. So, Sister Jude, we say Jazakallah to you. We thank you for your time with us this morning right here on Salam Media. We wish you all the best. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Salam, thank you so much, it really like means a lot for me. It's my pleasure actually.
That is Palestinian and Gaza-based journalist and activist Sejood Shneewra with us this morning, right here on Salam Media in our feature, Women in the Media, right here on Salam Media. The time is just gone, 10 minutes to 10. And next up, we will get an update out of River Lee. And we've got Fuad Aronson standing by.